backfield, the ends are Dave Peck, a Division I signee going to Wisconsin, and Ryan Casey on the other end.
And it is a big group up front.
2nd down and 8 after Connor picked up 2. It'll be Jared Bradley getting the carry on 2nd down. He is stopped by Terrence Jackson. A fine two-way player for the Lions. A gain of 4 to the 26. It's 3rd down and 4. Defensively, Chambers, Kinsler, Lee, a great lineman, and Shapiro up front in that 4-3. Brown, McFadden, the leading tackler, and Jackson with 5.5 sacks to lead the team are the backers. Demerjian, Wagner, Spar, and O'Donnell, a very good secondary for the Lions.
Well, it's tough to say. The opening 3rd down is a big play in any game, but this would be a big one for Penncrest if they were able to stop Strathaven here.
On 3rd down and 4, Kopic with good protection throws complete to Bradley for the 1st down across the 30. Alex Demerjian in on the tackle, but a gain of 6 on the play. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, Demerjian was there, actually pretty good coverage, but you got to give Kopic real credit for waiting until he sees Bradley open and then gets it to him right as he passes 1st down territory. That's great thinking by the quarterback and by the receiver to get the 2 yards more than they needed.
Bradley in motion. Connor on 1st down off the right side. He'll get it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Stop made by Ed Kinsler, the senior defensive tackle. Pickup of 4. It's 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers.
Now, Bradley is not the featured player, obviously, in the backfield. Connor is that man, but Bradley does give you, are you ready? 6.5 yards a carry on the average for the season. Pretty good stats.
Basically for Bradley, next in line for Strathaven. He is just a sophomore. Connor on 2nd down, breaks a tackle, gets the 1st down across the 40 to the 43. Chris Wagner in on the stop. Gain of 7 on the play for Connor, and the chains will move again.
This is a guy who gets to the hole in a hurry, does he not? He's supposed to be a slow, plodding fullback. That's not the case at all. Look at the power, the drive in those legs as he gets forward. Explain to you why he's all state, and some, of course, make him as a linebacker, as Clancy getting some help here on the sideline.
What a career he has had. 2-2 in those state championship games we talked about, losing the last 2. On 1st down, Matt Thorne Fitzgerald gets his 1st carry of the game, and he bowls across the 45 to the 47. A gain of 4, and it's 2nd down and 6.
A little over 3 yards on the game.
9:25 to play in the 1st quarter. Strathaven on the opening drive. Started at their own 20, and then moved out to the 47. 2nd down and 6.
Not doing anything fancy, are they? Just coming right at you.
Toss sweep to Connor this time. Lots of room. Into Penncrest territory. A 1st down across the 45-yard line. Ridden down by Michael O'Donnell after a gain of 9. 1st and 10 for the Panthers in Lions territory.
Quick toss with Matt Thorne Fitzgerald, number 32, and Jared Bradley, number 20, get out in front. Watch how they get out. The 2 backs going to lead the way. Each one of them gets a pretty good screen block, and Connor's able to get 1st down territory. Tell you what, not even pulling guards, just letting the backs do it.
Connor and Bradley split in the backfield. On 1st and 10 at the Penncrest 44. Kopic with play action, rolling, good protection. Looking deep down the field for Ryan Casey, almost intercepted. Casey well covered down the field by number 18, Chris Wagner, who has 1 interception, nearly got another.
Well, Kopic again takes a long look, looks downfield, sees Ryan Casey, and now Casey has to become a defensive back himself on this play. Otherwise, it was going to be an interception downfield, and Casey just knocked it away. There it is, see? He reaches in with his left hand.
Great inside position by Wagner, who did not bite on the play action fake after all those running plays.
2nd and 10 for Strathaven.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Back to the ground with Bradley. He gets a good lead block from Connor, but is unable to turn the corner as it is Michael O'Donnell again. The strong safety coming up to make the stop. He has 55 tackles on the season. It'll be a 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Panthers.
Well, this is power football. I'm telling you what, Connor, that's like a big tackle getting downfield. Number 40 coming out of that fullback position.
8:32 to play 1st quarter. Dan Connor on his way to Penn State next year. Choosing the Nittany Lions over Michigan and Notre Dame.
And a host of others, I'm sure.
All-American linebacker, all-stater, for a couple of years, likely to be All-State in Pennsylvania for a third straight season.
Has played every down since he was a freshman here. Well, not every down, but every game.
On 3rd and 7, it's Connor straight ahead, fighting for the extra yard. It is going to be close. It appears he'll be just a bit shy at the 35-yard line. He needs to get inside the line for a first down, and the ball will be put right on the 35. It's going to be 4th and inches after that run by Connor of 6 yards. And surprisingly, he is going to come out of the ball game.
He has some kind of a problem, maybe equipment. They're going to call a timeout because of it, rather than losing for a play maybe on the sideline. If they get the timeout, they'll be able to figure out just what's going on. If it's an equipment problem, they can get that adjusted and get him back in.
That is exactly what they're going to do, try to get Connor back out there. It is an equipment problem on the far sideline with Connor's helmet, trying to get him ready for this 4th and short play. Tom Durant, in his first season as the head coach at Penncrest, a longtime assistant here, I asked him before the game, what is it like for your kids to take on the challenge of facing a Strath Haven team that's #1 in the state and has won 72 straight regular season games?
And the kids are fired up because, this is a chance to make history as well as, be a part of history. They're an unbelievable team, and we think we have a team that can definitely give them a battle tonight. The kids are really fired up. We worked hard all week, and it's been a great season and a great preparation for the whole year. And we're just really excited. The kids are fired up.
Tom Durant knows about being excited. Penn State class of 1987, a fullback for Joe Paterno, part of the '86 national championship team that beat Miami and Vinny Testaverde, the Heisman winner, in the Fiesta Bowl. He is 7-2 in his first season as the head coach.
Well, he tried to play it low-key, but he was fired up, too.
It is not Connor who gets the carry. Instead, it's Andrew Jenkins, his replacement, a 6'2 senior, straight ahead. First down inside the 35 to the 32. The Panthers convert on 4th and short.
Well, he doesn't get that many shots at the ball, but he got it here, and he knows where first down territory is. That's what they tell him. Come on, Andy, we just need that yard and a half. Get that for us, we'll get the first down and keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 for the
Jenkins
Panthers.
was hurt in the season opening win over Academy Park. Big pickup there. Connor has the helmet fixed. He is back in there. Andrew Spar, who was the starting quarterback, makes the initial hit. Gain of 2 to the 30. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. A lot of good two-way players on the field tonight for both these teams, including Spar, who made the stop there for the Lions.
And a little surprise in a program that has so many wins, and good programs like this, that you would have so many two-way players. But you know what it is? Senior classes. These are groups that came through the program and are right at the top right now this season.
Strath Haven still on the opening drive of the game. Matt Thorne Fitzgerald takes it inside the 25-yard line. Wrestled down there by Michael McFadden, the 6'1 senior linebacker.
And they're eating up the clock, aren't they, huh? For a team that scores as many points as they do, you don't anticipate these very long drives.
Gain of 6 on the play, 3rd down and 2.
It really speaks to Penncrest defense and forcing them to earn all these yards.
Connor with the carry. Gets stood up. He's going to be close to the first down as he was knocked back at the 23-yard line. Good pursuit. Terrence Jackson in on the play, along with Mike Chambers, a 6'2 senior defensive tackle.
All right, here's the power, and we said that it is the defense that is really forcing Strath Haven to earn it all, and you can see that reason. 7, 8 of them on top, led by Jackson, who's had a real fine ball game right here in the opening period on defense. We haven't seen him at his forte, which is the offensive side.
Strath Haven has held the ball for nearly half the first quarter. 4th and 1 for the Panthers. Kopic to Connor. Connor leaning forward. It looks like he will have enough for the first down at the 22-yard line. Connor using that size, 6'3", 220. Try and pick up every inch possible.
Currently, and Andy Spar.
6:09 to play first quarter, and referee Ron Reidinger will call a timeout and bring the chains on the field for a measurement. He did not get a very favorable spot.
Well, he was leaning, though, the way you talk about it. Leaning. He can do that. He's a big one, and with great power, I think he gets it. You say maybe not, huh?
I thought he did initially, but the spot not as good as looked it might be.
Whoa.
Wow. Get the index card out. See if he made it.
That's what he's going to do.
He's going to do
That's what he's going to do.
Got the card out. First down by the width of an index card.
When's the last time you saw that? Huh? You just made it up. I know that. And then the guy pulls it out of his back pocket.
I've seen it. Not often.
What a memory. What a memory.
Second, fourth down conversion on the drive for Kevin Clancy's Panthers.
He hasn't seen it too much this season. You can bet on that.
The ball at the Penncrest 22-yard line. Bradley and Connor behind Kopic. Thornton Fitzgerald in motion. It is Connor on first down. Connor again hit hard straight on by Mike Chambers at the 20-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play. It's second down and 8.
Chambers, Jackson, Spar, Wagner. Names we're calling here on defense we expected to talk about a lot on offense. These young guys are fine defensive players also.
The Strath Haven team has not lost a regular season game since October of 1996. 72 straight wins in the regular season. It started October 18th of 96 against Ridley. Connor once again spins this time into some traffic down at the 15-yard line. He'll pick up 5, bringing up a third down and 3, and already 7 minutes off the clock here in the first quarter.
Well, what do you think? Plays in the hands of Penncrest or Strath Haven? I think it actually helps Penncrest, huh? This scoring machine that has been Strath Haven all year long. Make them earn it. Make them earn it, and they're doing it.
Strath Haven scoring 37 points a game with a season high of 55 and a 55-7 win over Lower Merion last week.
And how many did they have early?
They get a lot early. They're grinding it out tonight. Here is Connor on third down. Connor again, close to a first down. As they are taking some licks at the senior fullback.
On the tackle.
I think he can take it, huh? He's used to giving them out on defense. Let's see how he gets hit here. Just finds the hole, puts the shoulder and the head down and drives forward, and then he is moved backward. So they're hitting. Dan knows he's been getting hit out there, even with all the yards that he's gaining on this very long drive.
How long? 18th play coming up. First and 10 from the 12. Kopic, play action on first down. Throwing for Connor, incomplete. Good coverage by O'Donnell. It'll be second and 10 for the Panthers at the 12 with 4:02 to play in the first quarter. Connor has carried 11 times in those 18 plays for 42 yards. He was the receiver this time.
Yeah, they've thrown to him 6 times this year. He caught 5 of them. This is the 7th throw to him, so he misses the second one for the season.
Took a shot on first down. Kopic incomplete. Connor is on the wing right this time. And it's an inside reverse to Connor, and he is tripped up on a beautiful play by Michael McFadden, who perhaps saves a touchdown with a stop at the 9-yard line. It's third down and 7.
Well, McFadden's the leading tackler. 82 tackles for McFadden on the season. Here comes the inside reverse. He turns upfield. A lot of room to the outside. McFadden had to get there and had to get there in a hurry. Had to close it down, or he's going to go right to the outside into the end zone.
Penncrest defense trying to hold after this long opening drive of the game. At the 8.5-minute mark now, Connor straight ahead, breaking tackles to the goal line. Football is loose. He is rolled down by contact. It is not a fumble. It is not a touchdown. It is going to be first and goal for the Panthers with 3:21 to play in the opening quarter.
First down,
McFadden had a shot at him at number 40, but winds up losing him and gets blocked away and forces the defensive secondary. Oh, look at it. Ball is loose down there and picked up in the end zone, but he had already been rolled down.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. On first and goal from the 1, it is Connor in for his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. A 20-plus play drive that takes 8 minutes and 56 seconds off the clock. Strath Haven with the lead in the first quarter after a most impressive 80-yard march.
outstanding opening drive by the Panthers. 80-yard drive. 8 minutes, 56 seconds.
In for the point after is Steve Taylor.
Steve Taylor for the kick.
Chris Donnelly is the normal place kicker. Taylor 1 for 3 in point afters this year. And he drills it through. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Strath Haven.
Draws first blood. The Panthers 7. The Lions get their chance.
This is a team that has become a power offensive unit, and they showed it, taking the opening kickoff 80 yards.
Well, it should be Connor, should it not? It's been Dan Connor most of the way downfield. If you only need the yard, well, give it to him, and there he is, breaks the plane. Ball crosses the line. Touchdown, 3:04 left, that's all. That's what Penncrest is saying. They should say 3:04 left. We forced them to earn it. Now let's turn it around and do something offensively ourselves. Can you imagine 22 plays, 7, 8, 9 at this level? You expect an error, a mistake, a penalty, a fumble. They go 22 without having that occur.
That is absolutely stunning set of numbers on the opening drive of the game, and a rare break for Dan Connor. And a well-deserved one at that.
To kick off for Strath Haven.
Penncrest with 3
The usual
receivers
suspects
back
for
deep.
Penncrest.
Andrew
Spar,
Spar,
Wagner, and Jackson.
Chris Wagner, and Terrence Jackson to accept the kick of Sawyer Weir, a 6'2 sophomore. Short end-over-end kick taken by Michael McFadden. McFadden will give Penncrest good field position at the 34-yard line. 2:59 to play first quarter, 7-0 Strath Haven. Penncrest first drive starts right after this.
This beautiful little girl is Vanessa. She lives with her family overseas in this horrible slum. Vanessa must walk these rocky, filthy streets barefoot because her family is so poor, they can't even afford a pair of shoes. Hello, I'm Walter Coppage for Children International. Please, call the number on your screen now.
We'll send you this information kit absolutely free, without any obligation, with the photo and family history of a special little boy or girl who needs your love.
In just a few days, your kit will arrive in the mail, and you can read all about your child, her health, her family, and living conditions. You can hold her picture in your hand and learn how you can change her life by giving her important things, like a simple pair of shoes.
Then, if you decide to become her sponsor, your monthly gift is only $18. Your $18 a month will help provide medical care, clothing, emergency food, essentials for a good education, and so much more. In return, you will receive the love of your child and the joy that comes from giving her a chance at a better life. Each year, you'll receive personal letters from your child and an updated photo. All this for just $18 a month. This affordable program is possible because we keep our costs low without sacrificing the care your child receives. If you could help change the entire course of this child's life for just $18 a month, wouldn't you? With Children International, you can.
But remember, don't send any money now. Just call the number on your screen to request your free information kit. There is absolutely no obligation. Your love and support can do so much for one special child, like Vanessa. Please, call now.
For free information on how to help a child like Vanessa, call 1-800-338-3570. Operators are standing by. Find out how you can help change one child's life. That's 1-800-338-3570. Please, call now.
First and 10, Penncrest. It's first possession with under 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. Andrew Spar on the scramble from his 34-yard line. The flag is thrown on the play. Spar picks up 5 to the 39.
He can run, he can throw. Here's his 39 completions for 79 attempts, 49%, 671 yards. But this guy can also run the football.
Neither quarterback makes a whole lot of mistakes. Ron Reidinger is our referee tonight. Ed Sadowski, the umpire. Andy Keenan, the head linesman. Larry Ferreri is the line judge, and John Shallett is the back judge. The call is illegal use of the hands against Penncrest. And tough way to start your first possession of the night. Penalized 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Especially the way Spar saw the opening and decided to take advantage of it and get upfield in a hurry.
He picked up 4 to the point where the penalty was called. drop back 10 for the flag, and it's 1st and 16 at the 28-yard line. Out of the shotgun for Spar this time. In trouble. And he just gets outside and throws it away. Spar under some heavy pressure from Carmen Gentili, who has 4 sacks. And it's going to be 2nd down and 16 for this offensive unit. Chambers and Waples are the tackles. Brown, Remy, and Kinsler on the inside of that offensive line. Jackson will keep an eye on him. He's closing in on 1,000 yards on the season. The pro end is Vernon Lee. O'Donnell, the split end. Elliott Nicholas and Wagner, a couple of speedsters in that backfield. Beside the fullback, Jackson.
Pro end, that's what they call the tight end of this program.
Spar will run the option out of the shotgun and not going anywhere. Great defensive play by Brian Henzer, the nose guard. Presta and Gentili are the ends in this 3-4. McGarity, 6 sacks to lead the team. Peck, the other outside linebacker. Connor, an All-American on the inside, along with Eric Schoenman. Pretty good secondary as well, with speed back there for this Strath Haven team. Loss of 3 on the play. 3rd and 19 coming up. Spar under pressure again. He'll go down on a great defensive set by the Strath Haven Panthers. It is Nick Presta picking up his first full sack of the season.
By Sam McGarity from the Panthers.
Well, Spar facing a difficult task. 3rd down and long against a top defensive club that knows you're going to throw. That means that defensive front is just going to charge all the way, and Cresta was the quickest. Then he got there in a hurry, and they're going to have to calm Spar down because he's got to remember the opening play where he had the opening up the middle and picked up 6 or 7.
Lost 7 there on the sack. 4th and 26. Dan Desiderio averaging 33 yards a kick. Gets this one to Dixon, who has a 61-yard punt return. He's got a lot of room here before he gets pasted. On special teams, a big hit made by the Lions.
Watch this guy, number 30, as he makes this hit. Ed Klodarski coming up. Looks like Dixon has gone forward. He gets one good screen block, and then here comes 30. And takes him down just the way they drill it. Bury the shoulder, drive the legs. Take him backwards.
So Klodarska with the hit, but excellent field position for the Panthers. They had to go 80 yards on their first drive. It would only take 40 this time. 1:11 to play first quarter. Connor's going to throw on 1st down. Looking for Peck. Peck hauls it in inside the 20-yard line, down to the 16, a gain of 24 on the fullback option pass from Connor.
Connor with the outstanding pass to Dave Peck.
First time Connor has thrown the ball all season.
That pretty good fake he makes at first. Then he stops, and you pretty much know it's his first one because I don't think he should have thrown it. But Wagner comes up thinking when he sees a wounded duck, he might be able to get an interception out of it. Instead, the ball continues into Peck's hands. So good concentration from Peck.
Jared Bradley has the carry on 1st down. Bradley takes it inside the 15. Spar and Wagner in on the tackle, along with O'Donnell. Peck using that 6'5" frame, and seeing why the coaches at Wisconsin are going to be glad to have him in Madison next year. Gain of 3 yards on the play to the 13. It's 2nd down and 7. Panthers quickly knocking on the door this time. Thorne Fitzgerald and Connor split behind Kopic. It's Bradley on a wing. Thorne Fitzgerald with a crushing lead block from Connor gets to the outside and will be close to a 1st down where he's dragged out of bounds by Chris Wagner. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter at Lewis Scott Field. It is Strath Haven 7, Penncrest nothing. We're back with the second quarter right after this.
That is the end of the first quarter. Strath Haven Panthers 7, Penncrest Lions 0.
Hi, I'm John Scheer, CEO and founder of Video Professor. You know, after teaching people how to operate their computers for over 15 years now, I'm amazed that there are still people that don't have computer skills, like Windows, word processing, the internet, and email. If you're looking for that new job, or maybe it's just balancing your budget, or even helping your kids with homework. These aren't handy skills to have, these are essential. If you're having trouble learning the computer, I'm going to help you out with a free learning lesson of your choice from Video Professor. Let me show you how simple this is. You put the CD in your CD drive. The lesson plays right on your computer screen. Just follow the step-by-step instructions that guide you through learning the software. The lesson always stays on top of the program you're learning. You see what to do, then just do it yourself. You can't make a mistake because you see the results right in front of you. You can pause or rewind the lesson to move at your own pace. The CD is like having your own personal tutor. It's always there for you to learn or review whenever and wherever it's convenient. You know, the best part about this offer, this is free. Now, it's important for you to know the reason why I'm doing this. That's because I know that once you try our product, you'll come back to us for all your computer learning needs. These lessons are jam-packed. They're over an hour in length. We've been doing this for over 15 years, and we have over 4 million customers. You just pay a small shipping and processing charge, and I'll even refund that if you're not satisfied with my product. It's free, the risk is free, so what do you got to lose? Try my product.
Call Video Professor now for your free lesson. Choose from Windows, Word, Quicken, the Internet, and many more. Call now and this free gift will be yours. The Anytime Organizer is the calendar, diary, address book, and journal on your PC, so you'll never miss an appointment again. Remember, you must call now to get your free CD and the extra free gift.
To get your free computer learning CD, you must call now. Call 1-800-930-5044.
1983.
Steve Degler and Mike Lidner are back at Lewis W. Scott Field in media after one quarter. Strath Haven used up 9 minutes to get those 7 points, and now the Panthers face a 3rd and 1 at the 7-yard line. Pretty impressive on both sides of the football for the Panthers.
Yeah, I like Strath Haven, everything they're showing us. But I also like Penncrest. I mean, I know they're facing the possibility of a second score happening right here, but they're playing a heck of a football team, and they're not, given anything. They're coming at them aggressively. They're just playing tough and hard and forcing them to earn everything. I like both these football teams.
Penncrest at 7-2 on the season, 6-2 in Central League play. Strath Haven in the whites, moving from right to left in the second quarter, is 9-0 overall, 8-0 in the Central League. It has won 10 Central League titles, including the last 8. The Panthers have won 8 District 1 AAA titles, including the last 7, and a favorite to win 8 in a row this year. 2 state titles, 99 and 2000. 2 state runner-up finishes in 2001, and then last year losing to Hopewell in the championship game in Hershey. Ranked number 1 in the state in AAA by the Harrisburg Patriot News, among others, and number 9 in the East region by USA Today.
Not bad numbers, are they?
Yeah, they've won those 72 regular season games in a row. During that streak overall, they're 103-6 with 35 shutouts. Pretty good program. Here is Connor. He has the first down pending the flag.
Well, you'd think holding, but it was all defense and Connor, which tells you probably face mask. I saw no other offensive player there that could have been called for holding.
The ball is put at the 5, which would make it a first down if the play stands or if there is penalty yardage tacked on. They're talking to Andrew Spar, though, which usually means it's going to go against the other team, and it is against Strath Haven for holding.
Well, had to happen. It took a while, I guess, to get the flag out. Because when the flag came out, it's thrown right into the pile where Connor and the 3 defensive players were. So it was prior to that.
It's 3rd down and 9 now at the 15-yard line after the 10-yard walk-off.
Brings up 3rd and about 9 for the Panthers.
Spar time? Or Kopic time, I mean?
Kopic
Kopic?
on the season has thrown only 5 touchdowns. He has not had to throw the ball a whole lot because of the running attack. He'll put it up here on 3rd and 9. Good protection. Still looking, fires incomplete in the end zone. Looking for his tight end, Casey, broken up by Andrew Spar.
Well, I told you it was Spar time. I, of course, had the quarterback wrong with Strath Haven, but it turns out to be Spar time, the Penncrest quarterback playing defense. He wants to go to Connor out here in the flat. Looking to his right, actually. Connor is covered well, so now he has to come back across, and he sees his man right there, but Spar steps in front, makes an outstanding defensive play. Good reaction.
Good protection by Strath Haven. Excellent coverage in the secondary by Penncrest. 4th down and 9. And Taylor is going to attempt a field goal here of 32 yards out of the hold of Kopic.
Chris Donnelly for the kick.
Taylor does not have a field goal on the season, and this one is well off the mark. Short field after the punt return puts Strathaven at the Penncrest 40. The Lions defense holds with 11:27 left in the first half.
Well, they've taken 2 real shots, haven't they? And they come up standing on the second one. Now they've got to get this offense going. They've got to get upfield. Earn 1, 2, 3, 4 first downs. Be happy with that if that's all you can get. But at least change field position and blunt that momentum that Strathaven got. A little blunting happened then, huh? Stopping them on the second drive, but they've got to blunt it now with some offense.
First and 10 at the 20 for the Lions, who went backwards on their first possession. This is Jackson who gets the carry. Jackson closing in on 1,000 yards on the season. He needs 44 coming into the game. He is now 40 shy after getting 4 at 2nd down and 6.
Of course, remember, he's really been playing on defense. You wonder what he'll have left for the offensive side. That time may have missed the hole just a little bit. Looked like it was to the right of where he went. Might have picked up even additional yardage.
Junior, who's had an amazing season. He's punted, he's caught passes, one of the leading tacklers, #1 in sacks, and nearly 1,000 yards rushing to boot for Terrence Jackson. 10:55 to play before halftime. Strathaven leads it 7-0. Jackson, the lone setback. He'll get the carry on 2nd down. Cresta got a hold of him first. Connor puts him away at the 26, a gain of 2. It's 3rd down and 4.
Connor gets the initial block. They run right at him. A lot of coaches have that philosophy. On offense, we're going to go at the #1 guy. We beat him, we know we can beat everybody else. But watch how Connor fights off the block and makes the stop. Goes right off the block over the top and handles him. Penn State, huh? Linebacker you. I wonder where they're going to line him up.
Will he stay there is the question. He is outstanding on both sides of the ball. Spar on 3rd and 4, rolling, looking for room, being chased, and he tries to get to that 30-yard line. Big block just at the 30. One that has the Strathaven sideline upset. It is going to be shy of the first down, though, put down at the 29-yard line. 4th and 1 after a gain of 3.
You gotta like Spar here. Drops back. This time he has enough time to look downfield, but everybody has somebody on them. So I said, all right, I gotta go. I got to make the first down. Let's see if we get somebody blocking from the back. We don't see it there.
I think it might have been O'Donnell who came in from his pass pattern to make a block. And right now, this is a huge gamble by Tom Durant. 4th and 1. At the 29-yard line with 10 minutes left in the half. Jackson will not get it. He is stood up and knocked backwards. The Strathaven defense, giving up 8 points a game, has the response there. And it was not Connor. It was Nick Cresta, number 64, who got the initial hit.
Well, you'll see that Connor will come in now and make sure there's no forward motion. Here it is. Jackson got to get forward. Look at that. Cresta, he just made the surge forward, got rid of his blocker, and then he gets help from the linebacking core, just the way it's supposed to happen.
There's Connor to
and then
help
Connor
finish.
says, no way, that twist and that secondary movement is not going to get it for you either, Mr. Jackson.
Well, Strathaven didn't score with a 40-yard field. Now it's a 29-yard field for the Panthers. Jared Bradley sweeping on 1st down. And again, the run pursuit has been pretty good for Penncrest, but with second effort, Bradley gets 5 to the 24. It's 2nd down and 5.
Excellent job.
Imagine how good you got to be as a sophomore to make the starting lineup at Strathaven, offense or defense, either way, for a young guy to come out and be a starter.
Actually, it's a gain of 6 on the play. They gave him forward progress to the 23, 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 for Strathaven.
Bradley, 2nd straight carry. Down to the 20-yard line, a gain of 3 brings up a 3rd down and 1. Again, running off that right side.
We're going back.
But running behind the big guard, Carmen Gentile, number 70, you can almost hide behind that guy. 6 foot, 250 pounds, tall and wide.
Michael McFadden, the leading tackler, closing in at 100 on the season with another stop. Gentile, number 70, excellent baseball player as well. 3rd down and 1. Bradley in motion this time. Who else? Connor. 1st down and more, down to the 15.
Picks up the 1st down.
Gain of 5 on the play, 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Strath Haven, of course, they keyed on Jackson on their 4th down play. Now on 3rd and short, you can bet everybody in the ballpark was keying on Connor. Didn't keep him from getting it, though, did it? He just says, I know where it is. Everybody else knows I'm coming, too, but I'll take the good block. Excellent job done turning someone to the outside by Peck.
1st and 10 for the Panthers.
And he runs right off that block for the 1st down yardage.
Already 15 carries for Connor for 59 yards and the touchdown. Back to Jared Bradley. Bradley fighting for the extra yards. Is down close to the 10-yard line. Again, pretty good situation for 2nd down. 2nd and about 5 after another stop by McFadden. He's at the bottom of every pile, number 40 in the black jerseys.
Well, that's why he's the leading tackler. He just has a nose for the football. He gets there in a hurry, reads and reacts, and fills the hole. Everything a linebacker's taught to do.
2nd and 5.
Connor off that right side once again, bowling straight ahead after he makes the cut. He's in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, a 10-yarder. And Connor has now reached the end zone 19 times this season. Well, he just gets a head of steam going, and he is tough to bring down.
Yeah, that's if that linebacker doesn't get there and slow him down, I can't see a defensive back, a little guy grabbing him and stopping him. Didn't happen that time.
Taylor once again for the point after. Kopic to hold.
For the kick.
And Taylor's kick this time is right down the middle. 7:52 to play in the 1st half.
52 to go in the half.
14-0. Strath Haven with the lead after Connor's 2nd score of the game. This one from 10 yards out.
I like the way they give him this break on 2 plays. Not on the extra point team and then not on the kicking team. But watch how he gets into the hole here. Linebacker just got screened, see it? And that means he can turn back, fight right off of that block. He has such good vision. This play could be designed to keep going to the right off Peck's block, number 80. Instead, he sees the block on the linebacker, reads it perfectly, and dives back to the inside for the touchdown.
Panthers with that big defensive stand on 4th down at the 29. Connor helped in that play. Then 5 plays later, he scores again to make it 14-0. A lot of folks probably will disagree. I like the call by Tom Durant. Yeah, it's early. Yeah, you're at your own 29. You have nothing to lose. This is a team that has won 72 straight games. Challenge them. See what can happen. They've already won the Central League title. You can't win the championship. He went with the gamble, and he lost it. This is week 1 or week 2. You punt there. There's no question about it.
Yep. Picky, I guess. I think maybe a longer count, something of that nature, instead of the enthusiasm of the Strath Haven defense came right at him, and we're at the hole in a hurry.
But on the other side, if you convert, what it can do for your team.
Yeah.
I like it. In his situation in week 10, try it.
Well, hindsight, it's easy to fault, isn't it, after the fact.
We're with a good kick this time, sending Wagner back inside the 10. Wagner breaks 1, breaks 2, still on his feet, going up the left sideline, and finally brought down by Russell Koch, number 55. Wagner with an excellent effort, considering he had no momentum going forward when he caught that kick.
You got to credit Chris Wagner. Tell you what, they would have been in a deep and difficult spot had he not made that play.
Penncrest 27-yard line.
They would have been back around the 10-yard line. Instead, he is able to evade the first defender and then get to the outside and put them in a lot better position. Wow.
142-4.
Wow.
For Strath Haven, getting 80 on the first drive of the game on a 22-play scoring drive. Spar out of the shotgun, just absolutely nowhere to go. Right now, the guy having the big game defensively is Nick Cresta, number 64, the 6'2", 258-pound senior.
And just doing his job, that's what he'll tell you. You tell me where I'm supposed to go, and I'll wind up there, and I'll get there in a hurry, which is what he has done.
This update just in, total yards now 142-1 after a loss of 3 in that play. It's 2nd down and 13.
And a team that is not outclassed the way I see it.
2nd and 13 for Penncrest.
4 receivers set for Spar this time. Jackson is the man in motion. Jackson being thrown to, and it is incomplete, and Strath Haven reading that play very nicely. Ron Anderson, number 25, was there. It's 3rd and 13.
Oh, that was almost disaster. That was close to touchdown 3 because Anderson was closing in a hurry, and Spar just turns and throws it. And watch how the defenders close. Well, he got blocked off there, but I'm telling you what, that's a pass you don't want to throw too often.
Strath Haven had 5 interceptions last week in the win over Lower Merion. It's been 3rd and long all night for Penncrest. Wagner in motion. Spar with some time this time, throws to Jackson. Jackson, after juggling the ball, finally gains control, but will be well short of the first down at the 32-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play. It'll be 4th down and still 6 to go.
But that's a pretty nice looking play, I'll tell you what. Maybe not in that situation, but you want to put Terrence Jackson out in the open space like this a little later in the ball game where he can now motor right upfield, and you know, he needed too many yards for that kind of pass on that particular play. But remember that one, put it down and write it down, and let's run that on a 1st and 10 somewhere from like the 40 or 50-yard line.
Dan Desiderio into punt. Dixon and Kaminsky back deep for Strath Haven. Short wobbler that will take a good bounce, though, inside the 40-yard line to the 38. A 30-yard kick, 1st and 10 for the Panthers with 6:05 to play in the first half. Panther has had a lot to be happy about, not only tonight, this season, the last 7-8 years.
You wonder if they had a losing streak when they wiped that smile off the face?
I don't think that's an option.
No. Might be. I wonder if it's in the catalog. Smiling, non-smiling. They haven't had to figure that one out, have they?
1st and 10 Panthers at their own 38. Inside to Bradley. Breaks an ankle tackle, still on his feet. Inside Penncrest territory before finally being wrestled down by Wagner and Demergian at the 47-yard line of the Lions, a gain of 15 on the play.
Well, I'll tell you, they have decided that the quarterback for Strath Haven will not be throwing. That time they brought 10 up in the box, had 1 safety. That's why, look at the opening here. If he had not been touched at the line of scrimmage, that would have been boop all the way down the field because they had no secondary. 1 free safety playing back, and that was it. The rest, 10 in the box.
Bradley over the 500 mark now in his sophomore season. Kopic will throw here on 1st down, avoids Jackson, but he will go down back at his own 45-yard line in the hands of Vernon Lee.
But you know what that was? That was called from upstairs from the coaches. They're going to put 10 in the box. We're going to play fake, bring everybody to it, and throw downfield. But I tell you what, Connor was the only man out, and he was covered by the 1 safety they kept down there, and then good closing by the defenders to pick up the loss on the play.
Sack and a half now this year for Lee, a loss of 5. Kopic getting progress to the 48-yard line. Panthers back in their own territory, just under 5 minutes to play first half, facing a 2nd down and 15.
Imagine that, recording a loss for Strath Haven. Hasn't happened much this season or in the last 6 or 7.
Even on 2nd and 15. Nobody split out wide, but it's now going to be 2nd down and 20.
I'll tell you what, this Penncrest defensive scheme, where they're bringing all 10, maybe 11 up into the box, they have said,
delay a game on the Panthers.
We're going to just have to start you here. Stop you right here.
Back judge John Shallett saying the 25-second play clock expired. Delay of game moves it back to the 43-yard line, 2nd down and 20.
You have to take a look and see if they still play tight like this. Now, in this situation, what they can have, Steve, is they can have a couple of these guys up stunting, blitzing, the others dropping back in on man-to-man coverage. So you don't really know. This time they're anticipating maybe a throw, and they drop three men deep.
They spread the formation this time and give it to Connor. He's tripped up by McFadden just across midfield.
Nice tackle by
back in Penncrest territory. So they try to spread things out there and then go quickly to Connor up the middle. Dan gets 8 on the play, make it 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Panthers.
Again, this is a situation where they feel if they can get him past the linebacker group, he's going to run a long way with only the 1 deep safety and then 2 corners playing wide, man-to-man on the outside receivers.
3rd and 12. It is Bradley. Bradley wrapped up by Jackson. Lee and company finish him off. And it's going to be 4th and long at midfield. Terrence Jackson with some excellent pursuit there.
Strong hands from Jackson. He'd just reach out and grab that jersey. Look at him right here. Grab it. Grab it. Don't let go. Don't need help. And gets him down.
For the first time, Strath Haven will have to punt the football away. Steve Taylor in to kick, averaging 32 yards a punt. Spar is back deep for Penncrest. He's at his own 20-yard line. Taylor booms one well over Spar's head. This will be a 50-yard punt that comes out to the 20, though, on the touchback. 1st and 10 for Penncrest. When we come back, 3:22 to play before halftime. 14-0 Strath Haven.
This beautiful little girl is Vanessa. She lives with her family overseas in this horrible slum. Vanessa must walk these rocky, filthy streets barefoot because her family is so poor, they can't even afford a pair of shoes. Hello, I'm Walter Coppage for Children International. Please, call the number on your screen now.
We'll send you this information kit absolutely free, without any obligation, with the photo and family history of a special little boy or girl who needs your love.
In just a few days, your kit will arrive in the mail, and you can read all about your child, her health, her family, and living conditions. You can hold her picture in your hand and learn how you can change her life by giving her important things, like a simple pair of shoes.
Then, if you decide to become her sponsor, your monthly gift is only $18. Your $18 a month will help provide medical care, clothing, emergency food, essentials for a good education, and so much more. In return, you will receive the love of your child and the joy that comes from giving her a chance at a better life. Each year, you'll receive personal letters from your child and an updated photo. All this for just $18 a month. This affordable program is possible because we keep our costs low without sacrificing the care your child receives. If you could help change the entire course of this child's life for just $18 a month, wouldn't you? With Children International, you can.
But remember, don't send any money now. Just call the number on your screen to request your free information kit. There is absolutely no obligation. Your love and support can do so much for one special child, like Vanessa. Please, call now.
For free information on how to help a child like Vanessa, call 1-800-338-3570. Operators are standing by. Find out how you can help change one child's life. That's 1-800-338-3570. Please, call now.
1st and 10, Penncrest down by 14. The Lions on their own 20-yard line. Spar will keep it on the option, trying to turn the left corner. Dixon will push him out of bounds. Shy of the 25-yard line, marked out at the 24. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Real important drive for Penncrest this time. Not necessarily to score, but eat up the 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Get in the locker room at worst down 2 scores. Hey, if you can put a score on top of it, even better. But this is a key drive. They do not want to turn the football over and allow Strath Haven to score a 3rd one right before the half. That would be disaster, psyche-wise anyway.
Spar will go under center this time with Jackson behind him. Jackson's been very quiet thus far. Nicholas in motion. It is Jackson on 2nd down. He'll get a couple to the 26. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Lions. And again, it's Cresta, last one up for Strath Haven. 3 minutes to play in the first half.
Middle of that line's been tough. Difficult to get any yardage there, hasn't it been?
Penncrest has all 3 of its timeouts remaining. 2 left for Strath Haven. Dave Minarsik, number 6, is in at safety for Strath Haven. On a 3rd down and 4. Spar on a keeper, slips down. As Dixon makes the tackle at the 28, it'll be 4th down and 2.
Well, I bet they punt this time. What do you think?
They will kick it away to Strath Haven with 2.5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
He was going to run this all the way. No pass even thought about. Wanted to get behind his block of Ed Kinsler, number 66, but got to the outside. Kinsler turned upfield instead of taking the outside support man, and that was it. No 1st down.
Desiderio to kick for Penncrest.
In punt formation is Desiderio, number 7. Dixon and Kaminsky to receive for Strathaven, right around their own 40-yard line. Penncrest letting the clock run down, trying to use up valuable seconds here. Wide snap, good job by Desiderio. Dixon with the fair catch, and he'll make it at his own 44-yard line.
Dixon calls for the fair catch.
A 37-yard kick.
Strathaven takes over.
This
1 minute, 41
Strathaven
seconds left in the half.
team changed in week 3 when Phil Atkinson, who has an offer from Wisconsin and several other teams on the table, went down, tearing up a knee, an ACL, surgery required. This was a guy who had the speed threat. Whether he was running or catching, it's become more of a power team without Atkinson.
Yeah, he's the state champs in the 300 meters, a great speedster. And Clancy, of course, they got the ability over there with all the talent to make the kind of changes necessary.
Now, we certainly hope he has a speedy recovery. A guy who scored 3 touchdowns in week 1 will not suit up for the Panthers after having the knee surgery. But you know, with the speed and the ability he has to do things with a football, those Division I offers will keep rolling in.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, this is a guy whose talent is just extraordinary. It's a one that, you know, you cannot teach the speed. They talk about not being able to teach the size and now the speed. You get a guy like this that has football talent on top of that trap kind of speed, and you got to take a shot. You say, on top of that, we owe it to you.
Gain of 5 on that play. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Panthers after the timeout. The next wave of women's tennis superstars are on CN8 this weekend, competing in the Advanta Tennis Championships. Today at 2:30 p.m. it's the doubles finals. Then at 7 o'clock it's the singles championships. It's a great weekend of tennis right here on CN8. 1:31 to play before halftime. 1 timeout remaining for Strathaven. 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers, just across their own 48, leading it 14-0. And with Penncrest getting the football to start the 3rd quarter, you got to think Strathaven's going to try and make it 21-0 here if at all possible.
Well, I think that would probably be their plan, and I'm sure Penncrest is thinking that too, which is going to mean the defensive backs are going to have to back off a step at the snap of the football and assume pass, which is what they're going to get down the field.
Going deep for Thorne Fitzgerald, out of his reach. He was behind Demerjian in the secondary, but Kopic overthrows his receiver, bringing up a 3rd and 5 with 1:24 left.
Well, he had a choice because Dave Peck, number 80, was downfield right on a streak pattern, straight down the field, wide open also. Could have gone to either one of those guys taking the shot. So they could run the same play again and say, all right, this time let's see if Peck becomes the guy.
Casey comes out to the left, along with Thorne Fitzgerald. Peck split out to the right, and a false start along the left side of the line.
Looks to be motion.
3rd and 10 coming up now for Strathaven. Referee Ron Reidinger with the call. And it is illegal procedure against Strathaven.
Surprised how tight the Penncrest defense was playing that last one. They came up as all man-to-man coverage, so they were with the guy they were going to cover. But when you're only 4 yards off, you better have the speed to respond quickly if your guy's the one that's streaking downfield in a hurry. Again, they're up tight.
It is Connor getting the carry. And Connor shy of midfield. Strathaven will take its last timeout.
Nice tackle by Mike O'Donnell.
Penncrest takes it out. They believe they're going to get the football back and do something with it. Forced the punt, held them. We have enough confidence still. With a minute and 16, we believe we can get downfield. You got to love it.
You're right. It was the Lions with the timeout with a minute 16 left. 4th down and about 7 coming up for Strathaven. The defense for Penncrest. One has been on the field for a long time after that 9-minute drive to start the game, but it's done a really nice job here.
But remember what you pointed out, that a lot of them are going both ways. So the fact that defense is out there takes a little bit more of a toll than if they were going 11 guys offense, 11 guys defense.
It doesn't matter how good the defense is if the offense can't somewhere along the line find its way, and it has struggled to move the football.
Yeah, a good run back wouldn't hurt him here, would it? But remember that last punt we saw. Wasn't a bad punt either, was it?
Went 50 yards into the end zone.
4th and 6 for the
This
Panthers.
Penncrest team can score. It's averaging 32 points a game, with 73 coming in one contest against Lower Merion.
Penncrest.
Taylor
there's a
with a
break.
high, short kick,
There it is.
and it takes a Penncrest bounce going out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll mark it out at about the 28 with 1:09 to play.
Had pretty good field position. And stop the clock. It's going to stop on exchange of possession in any event.
1:09 left in the half.
On the Strathaven sideline, their cheerleaders.
Happy group. They've had a lot to cheer about, haven't
They were over here on our side for a little bit. The first quarter, introducing themselves to the home crowd.
I didn't catch that. I wasn't looking.
This is a place that has been jacked up since about an hour and a half before game time. Ready to go in the Media Bowl in 2003. So far, it's all Strathaven. High snap, Spar running the option with Elliot Nicholas, who gets his first carry, and he gets to meet Penn State-bound Dan Connor at the 26-yard line.
That's memories. Da, 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 da. This one he'll remember, isn't it? Give me the football. Who is that guy coming wearing number 40? I think I heard about him all week long. Well, here he is. It's Dan Connor.
Nicholas averaging 10 yards a carry, loses 2 there. 2nd down and 12 with another timeout called by Penncrest with 52 seconds left in the half. Penncrest has not won in this series since 1987. Strathaven has taken 17 of the 19 matchups. Right now, Penncrest trying to find its way down the field just to get within scoring range.
Well, they don't want to turn the ball over, that's for sure. They got to be thinking about that, huh? Of course, a lot of times you think about it, that's when it happens. We've seen a lot of quality players all season long, Steve, but I don't think we've seen as many on one field on one weekend as we've seen so far tonight in this half. Both ways.
Absolutely, a lot of talent, and as both coaches talked about, a lot of guys playing both ways and a lot of seniors who have been out there for a long time, winning a lot of football games.
Well, Tom Durant said that. There were little things he may have wanted to do differently this year as the coach, but because it was a senior group, he pretty much has kept the system exactly as the way it was. You can bet you come see Penncrest in another year or 2 or 3, maybe a whole different offense.
Spar out of the shotgun on 2nd down and 12. He has had little time to throw tonight. Protection this time, but he misses his intended receiver, Lee, behind him at the 34-yard line. It's now 3rd down and 12 with 47 seconds left in the half.
I think he may have missed him on purpose because as he was about to release the football, he saw a linebacker wearing number 40 who had split the difference between 2 receivers and obviously was quick enough to get in front of either one and maybe pick it off. So I think Spar said, whoop, into the ground.
3rd and 11 for the Lions.
Spar is 1 for 4 for 7 yards. Fakes to Nicholas. Cresta missed him, still pursuing. And the pass is tipped. Looked like McGarity. That is Sam McGarity, the leading sacker with 6. Got a hand on that. It's 4th down and 12 with 39 seconds left.
You had to worry here if you were the offensive coordinator about Spar. Put the football away. Put it away. Somebody coming from behind. Going to knock the ball loose. He does get the turn and get it upfield, but you see that knocked away by McGarity. But tell you what, we're back in that situation with all the pursuit coming. You got to hear him. You got to feel him. Well, you better put the ball away and protect it.
Strathaven figures to get pretty good field position here with a little bit of time left. 39 seconds to play in the 2nd quarter. Desiderio to punt. That is Dixon down the field awaiting the kick. Dixon, a 61-yard punt return for a touchdown last week. Mishandles this one at the 41. Nicholas will wrap him up along with Kenny Call at the 49-yard line. An 8-yard return. 1st and 10 for the Panthers with 27.5 seconds left in the half. 14-0 Strathaven with the lead. Tune in next Sunday for more football action on Comcast Varsity Sports Zone as Germantown Academy and Penn Charter in interact action. Comcast Varsity Sports Zone. If you're looking for some of the region's best hard-hitting high school football action, keep it tuned to CN8 and get in the zone.
Do that interact action 10 times in a row, will you?
One and done, thank you. Here is Connor inside the 45 to the 44, a gain of 6. That will probably be the final play of the first half. The Panthers in no hurry. They will head to the locker room up by a couple of touchdowns, looking for regular season win number 73 in a row. That is the end of the first half at Lewis W. Scott Field. It is Strath Haven 14, Penncrest nothing. We're back with our halftime show. Highlights and stats right after this.
Making me swim like a tadpole.
Making more doctors available.
Making laughter the best medicine.
Making customer service better.
Making me feel better when I feel bad.
And making it all simple.
Making more playtime.
That's how we make healthcare work for you.
Making me feel important.
Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Making healthcare work.
When you use reward cards, you get something back. But when you use the GM card, that something is a little different, because it gives you 5% earnings on every credit card purchase toward a new GM car, truck, or SUV. Why make 1% on another reward card when you can earn 5 times more with a GM card? To apply for your GM card today, call 1-866-412-5176. Current card members save an average of $1,300 on a new GM vehicle. Use the GM card, and you're a lot closer than you think to a new GM vehicle. Apply today. You'll be in the driver's seat before you know it. The GM card. Live, earn, drive.
This week on Real Life, the drive to win. Why competition isn't always good for children. Kids and sports, how to keep it a winning combo. Then, an unforgettable visit from one of jazz's greats. We're up close and personal with Freddie Cole. And this isn't the only place where a coach could improve your game. Create the life you want by playing with a whole new set of rules. The Happiness Coach is here with life lessons for even the most cynical person. Real Life this week, 6:30 Eastern on CN8. Smart TV for curious people.
Steve Degler and Mike Lindner back at Lewis W. Scott Field in media at halftime of this Central League battle. The #1 ranked Strath Haven Panthers, top team in AAA in Pennsylvania, leading Penncrest by a score of 14-0. Panthers in search of their 73rd straight regular season win. Take a look at the highlights. Opening drive, 80 yards, 22 plays in 9 minutes, capped off by Dan Connor.
Yeah, Connor, he was the man up and down the field. This time he gets in on a 1-yard run, Taylor with a kick. And then at the 29-yard line, their own 29 that is, on 4th down, Penncrest gives the ball to Terrence Jackson, says get it. They didn't, putting Strath Haven in great field position for the second drive that ends with a 10-yard touchdown run by Dan Connor. 7:52 left in the half. Taylor's second kick is good. It's 14-0.
And a huge discrepancy in the total yards, 175 to 14, 11 first downs to nothing, and Strath Haven just had the football almost the entire first half.
Yeah, 16:33 to 7:27 in terms of time of possession, but I'll tell you what, it's 14-0. The stats may favor Strath Haven, but I think Penncrest played a heck of a first half. This is still a football game, could go either way.
The Lions will get the football to start the second half. We'll have that third quarter kickoff in a moment. It's 14-0. Strath Haven with the lead. Stay with us.
College football on CN8. Big plays. Big hits.
Flat crushed.
Every weekend, CN8 brings you football you won't see anywhere else. The home teams, your teams. College football on CN8. Where battles rage and rivalries never die. Watch Princeton against Penn, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern on CN8 Smart TV.
When is a diet pill worth $153 a bottle? When you're more than 20 pounds overweight and every diet plan has failed. Now there's Leptoprin.
Specifically developed for the significantly overweight, backed by 2 United States patents, 2 published clinical trials, and an ironclad 100% money-back guarantee. Leptoprin is simply the most powerful, clinically proven weight control compound available, period.
If you're one of those people who constantly worry about 5 or 6 vanity pounds, Leptoprin is not for you. Leptoprin is much too expensive and much too powerful for the casual dieter. But if you're one of the millions of Americans who are 20, 30, 50 pounds or more overweight, you need Leptoprin.
So when is a diet pill worth $153 a bottle? When it works, really works.
Call toll-free 1-800-256-1164 to order your risk-free supply of Leptoprin. That's 1-800-256-1164.
Your money is what matters, and CN8 News delivers the information that helps you make the most from your finances. Easy to understand, easy to use. The Mercedes Money News Report, weeknights 7 and 10 Eastern on CN8 News.
What are you having for dinner? Amazing food ideas that you can make at home every day on Recipe TV. World-renowned chefs tell you their recipes, techniques, and secrets behind their famous dishes. Enjoy Recipe TV, weeknights 5:30 Eastern on CN8 Smart TV.
Steve Degler and Mike Lindner are back at Lewis W. Scott Field in media. Halftime of this Central League battle. It is 14-0 Strath Haven with the lead. Senior night here at Penncrest. Big crowd on the home side, as the Lions will get the football to start the second half in their home black uniforms, trying to get on the board and cut into that 14-point deficit.
And it's been a real good first half. We just have to point that out. The defense of Penncrest, though tested for the 2 touchdowns, actually played well, forcing them 22 plays. Remember that on that first drive. That meant that the defense was playing nearly as strong as the offense. And we've seen that. I think we have 2 teams here, as we mentioned, evenly matched.
Penncrest will get the football. Andrew Spar, number 14, is back, along with number 18, Chris Wagner. And Sawyer Ware will kick off for Strath Haven. We have not seen Chris Donnelly, the normal kicker for the Panthers. He has played defensively at his safety spot tonight. And we are underway in the second half. The Media Bowl resumes. And it is Spar with a good return all the way out across his 40-yard line to the 42. Spar, the quarterback, gives his team excellent field position.
Well, they needed that. They started a couple times on punts at the 20-yard line. Had that 4th down. They tried to make it from the 29 that allowed the Strath Haven to get that second score on a short field. So now to get the ball nearly to midfield puts Andy Spar in the position that he can call plays passing or throwing on any down.
A 25-yard return for Spar to the 42. He'll work out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. Spar 1 for 5 in the first half for 7 yards. Jackson trying to get to the 1,000-yard mark in motion on the option. It is kept by Spar. Sam McGarity makes the stop. Gain of a yard to the 43. It's 2nd down and 9.
Interesting setup, bringing Jackson in motion and then going to run the option back the other way. And Spar saw he was going to get wrapped quickly before he'd have a chance to toss if he continued on the option path. Instead, he ducks back inside and picks up a yard.
2nd and a long 9 for the Lions.
Not much offense in that first half for Penncrest. 4 receiver set this time for Spar. He'll keep it.
Spar on the keeper.
Spreading the field. He'll be tripped up shy of midfield. Good play made by Ron Anderson.
Well, that's run all the way. Spar back in the shotgun. You anticipate pass, particularly on the second pretty long yardage. Instead, from the get-go, he's running the football and gets upfield. And now, pretty long for rushing the way they've been trying to do it to get 5-6 yards. He may have to throw the football.
He picks up 4 there, bringing up a 3rd and 5 at the Penncrest 47-yard line. Jackson the lone setback. Spar fakes the throw and will be dragged down from behind. Sam McGarity again on the hit at the 49-yard line, brings up a 4th and 3.
McGarity not fooled at all. He's going to come from the left side of your screen. He'll close it down. He's got the responsibility. There he is. Not fooled. He said, I don't care where it goes. I'm covering my ground. Number 74 does it. And McGarity with another tackle on this drive.
Dixon back deep along with Kaminsky for the Desiderio punt.
Desiderio back to punt.
On the play field position.
We've got a chance to here. Desiderio can pin them back. He's got a handful of punts inside the 20. This will be another one as Dixon back at his 13-yard line. He'll return it across the 20 to the 25-yard line where Matt Baker, a sophomore, makes the stop, and Strathaven gets its first possession of the second half, up 14-0.
Dixon on the return.
Well, we know they can drive the ball down the field as far as they have to, don't they? Well, they've got a long way to go this time, but don't be surprised to see them go with the 4 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, and just keep it going the way they did on that long 22-play drive.
25-yard line.
First and 10 Panthers at their own 26. Kopic in the first half, he was 1 for 5 for 6 yards. Connor threw once on a fullback option pass, completing it for 24 yards. Jared Bradley, who saw a lot of action in the first half, gets the carry. Gains 4 to the 30. Second down and 6 coming up.
A little change of pace, huh? Everybody probably figuring Connor will get the first call, as he'll probably get most of the calls. Instead, Bradley gets it.
Check that, 2nd and 6 for the Panthers.
Connor now the lone setback. Coming off the wing is Thorne Fitzgerald, and he'll take it across the 30 to about the 33. Gain of about 4 on the play. It's third down coming up. You have big games, big teams, big fans. Yeah. Former middle linebacker, all-pro for the Eagles. Bill Berge is here tonight, right now, standing on the Strathaven sideline.
Yeah,
But he wants to put that number 66 on right now, make a couple hits, doesn't he?
I don't think so. I don't think so. He's happy here, probably loving watching Connor at linebacking.
Absolutely. He has to love watching a linebacker like Connor work like he does. Here as the fullback, Connor gets tripped up shy of the first down at the 35-yard line. It's going to be 4th and a yard for the Panthers with 8:35 to play third quarter.
Chambers on the tackle.
Now he tries to bounce forward, does Connor, on this one to try and get it. Watch. Bounce, 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 crawl. But correctly seen, ball moved back a yard or so.
And it's a very short yard.
Oh, how about this?
For Strathaven, up 14. The Panthers will try to pick up their third 4th down conversion of the night. No surprise here, it's Connor, first down. Everybody in the place knew who was getting it, likely where he was going off the right side, and he still moves the chains.
All right, this will be the 9th time this season they've gone on and made it on 4th down. 15th time they've attempted it. Not bad, huh? Let's go 15 times on 4th down. Coaches have some confidence in that situation, don't they?
3 for 3 tonight, 1st and 10 at the 37. Inside reverse to Bradley again. Penncrest does a nice job defensing it. Terrence Jackson makes the stop.
It is to Jared Bradley.
Now, we saw them,
maybe a yard.
Excuse me. We saw them run that in the first half with Connor coming back.
4 on the play.
This
I apologize, 4 yards on the play, Mike, sorry.
And this time they give it to Bradley. Tried a little trap back, counter play to the opposite side.
2nd down and 6 coming up. 7:20 to play third quarter. Strathaven with the football.
2nd and 6 for Strath.
Moving from right to left, leading at 14-0. Right back to Connor. Connor bulls his way around the right corner, close to another first down at the 47-yard line. Spar and Demersion in on the tackle for the Lions. Looks like Connor has enough, and he does.
This defensive setup, I mean, they've got some confidence here. They had all 11 in the box again. And you just know that if the runner breaks free, he's going to go all the way with nobody doing anything but chase him. They've got to make that tackle. First hit has to hold on in time for pursuit to get there because they're all within 5-6 yards of the line of scrimmage.
7 on that carry for Connor.
Here's to Bradley around the outside.
Here is Bradley, the sophomore, into Penncrest territory, inside the 45 to the 43.
And what's interesting, as we'll watch the coaching staff on this side, Tom Durant, who's responsible for this 11 in the box defense. What's interesting is that Strathaven's been running everything to the short side against this defense, allowing the pursuit to get there. I would be, let's see what happens. They come to the wide side of the field.
They've run right almost the whole night.
Yes.
And not changing that philosophy right now. 2nd and 1. Thorne Fitzgerald will pick up the first down, getting to the 41-yard line.
Thorne Fitzgerald on the carry.
And they just methodically move the football down the field. Connor gets the bulk of the carries, then Bradley. Every once in a while, Thorne Fitzgerald gets a chance.
And again, it's one of these drives that not only play-wise, but clock-wise is just doing the job. Eating up the time.
Backfield, Jenkins is in there right now. He had a big fourth down carry in the first half. He is in there with Connor this time. Connor takes it inside the 40. In the first half, Connor on a 4th and 1 was out with a helmet problem, and Jenkins picked up the first down. Connor gets the carry this time. It'll be 2nd down for the Panthers.
On the play.
And about 6. Gain of 4 for Connor, who goes over the 100-yard mark in this game, now with 103.
Richie Hall, Sam McGarity, Davis, Gentili, Cresta. What a job they've been doing blocking up front. They've got real nice size.
And you have to give the ends credit too. Peck and Casey have done an excellent job. Here's Bradley. Lots of room on the right side. Tries to cut in, instead bounces it outside, and is going to be very close to that first down marker again. And Spar and McFadden make the stop for Penncrest. And they are chewing up some more clock.
Yeah, Jenkins out in front. Bradley going to make and look for, well, the last guy going to come to him and make the tackle. Otherwise, he's going to break it and get downfield for that score. And he was tiptoeing, looking for the opening. You know, all these good backs know they don't have to turn on the full speed till they see the daylight.
Staying on the ground, 3rd and short. Panthers will move the chains once again inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they came in over 50% on 3rd down conversions this season, and they certainly haven't hurt that statistic in this ball game.
5:15 to play in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Penncrest 29.
There they are, 11 in the box again.
Bradley sweeping right. He gets knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it's hard to argue with the success they're having, but continuing to run short side amazes me. When they see the 11 in the box, I think, you know, they try one to the wide side where you got room for that back to maneuver, and maybe, boom, right down the field he goes.
Again, I don't think it matters short side, long side. They're going right.
Yeah, that's the way it looks, doesn't it?
Behind Cresta and Gentili, and whoever the end is in that side. Right now, it's Peck, number 80, who is on the right side. And not a bad idea, because those two guys are very talented football players, but they're linemen. They don't always get the credit. And they deserve it tonight. Here is Connor straight ahead this time. Down near the 20.
And in that all-familiar 3rd and less than 3.
And they're just chewing up chunks of time once again.
Get the block out in front. You don't really need a good one, and we didn't get a great one. And as a result, the linebackers are able to slide in and make the tackle.
3rd and 2 for the Panthers with 4:25 to play 3rd quarter. They're up 14-0. It is Bradley off the right side, and he will have another first down as he takes it to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, get the blocker from the backfield. Connor into the hole. Pull Carmen Gentili, number 70, and have them block. Watch 70 pull.
Here is the right side of the line.
Yep. Connor into the hole in front, and then 70 Gentili. Look at him. Boom, look at that block on the linebacker, which allows the runner this time to get the extra yardage and pick up the first down.
There is no limit on the number of guys you can get with one block. He got 2 right there. Carmen Gentili, 6'1", 262 pounds. Connor starts left, cuts it back to the right, 5 more to the 10, 2nd down and 5.
Your senior bandmaster.
This could be a huge drive because it would be 21-0 if they get in the end zone again, and there will not be a whole lot of time left for Penncrest.
And the way they've had trouble moving the ball in any event. You wonder 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, or 4 touchdowns. The Strathaven defense has been so strong, and then the dominating offense in terms of control. Just a very good football team.
Motion from Thorne Fitzgerald off to the right for Bradley. Bradley will not get too far this time. Repped up from behind by Dan Shapiro, the 6-foot senior nose tackle.
Well, whoever draws up the offensive scheme for Strathaven certainly hasn't had to be too inventive, have they? Let's go Connor off right guard. Let's go Bradley off right tackle. Occasionally a little counterplay back across the left guard. What, 4, maybe 5 basic plays that they're running?
3rd down and 3. It's Bradley in motion this time. Connor makes the move back to the inside. Looks like he is going to be shy by a couple of yards.
Brings up 4th down.
Another 4th down situation for Strathaven.
Now, at this point, we just don't know who will get the football. We thought in all these situations we'd see Connor, but they have alternated. They've gone to some of the other backs on this situation.
No gain in that play. 4th and 3 coming up for the Panthers.
That's the most they've had to gain on a 4th, isn't it?
Kopic
changed the
with
count.
the long count. Cadence changed, and looks like he might get the 1st down free of charge.
Now let's see which way the call goes. They're going to talk it over.
Referee Ron Reidinger will have the call.
Yep.
Offside, Penncrest.
You talk about the defense there. You have to mention the discipline of the offense, not to jump first when you change things up. Obviously, it's easier because they know the snap count, but it's different than what they've been doing all night long.
Yeah, except they also have the ability, Kopic in the huddle, to tell them, remember, we're changing the count here.
1st and goal from the 4. Bradley off the right side gets his 1st touchdown of the night. Sophomore Jared Bradley cashes in for the 7th time this season. Well, that is another very impressive drive on the ground by the Strathaven Panthers.
Well, impressive, dominating, maybe the word that I'd want to use in this situation. They just line it up and put their helmets at you and bring them to you.
Kopic to hold for Taylor with 1:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Steve Taylor is 2 for 2 and make it 3 for 3. 21-0 Strathaven late in the 3rd quarter. Take a couple looks at this 4-yard touchdown run from Jared Bradley.
Yeah, most of the time we've watched the back front, and then we've watched the big guy, Gentili, lead the way. We see it again on this play. There's number 70. Follow him. Boy, Bradley's not too dumb, is he? He says, I'll find 70. I can count right there to that number that I want to see. I want to see my man Gentili in front of me. Number 70 is the guy, and here I go. Touchdown.
18 plays. They've scored 3 touchdowns tonight. One drive of 22 plays, another drive of 18 plays. One took up 9 minutes, this one nearly 8 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, that's domination. But, I hate to harken back to this again, but it does speak to the Penncrest defense, doesn't it?
Right. I mean, they're not giving up big chunks at a time, but they're not stopping them either.
They're down 21-0. People could read a paper after the ball game and say, boy, Strathaven dominates again, but Penncrest forcing them, 40 plays for those 2 touchdowns?
By the way, those 18 plays all on the ground. Taylor's kick very short for Kenny Call. Call will bring it out close to the 40-yard line. We've got a break in the action. 1:53 to play in the 3rd quarter. Jared Bradley's 4-yard score makes it 21-0, Strathaven with the lead.
Making me swim like a tadpole.
Making more doctors available.
Making laughter the best medicine.
Making customer service better.
Making me feel better when I feel bad.
And making it all simple.
Making more playtime.
That's how we make healthcare work for you.
Making me feel important.
Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Making healthcare work.
online time.
On Money Matters today, you didn't buy a car, a computer, or a major appliance. You bought a lemon, and now you're in a squeeze. Do you have to go to court to get your money back, or is it easier than that? Lemonade for your lemons. Money Matters today with Mary Caracole, Monday, 8 Eastern on CN8.
They both want to be mayor, but are they addressing the issues that matter to you? Before you vote, you get one more chance to ask your questions. Sam Katz joins Lynn Doyle live on Election Eve and takes your phone calls. It's Your Call with Lynn Doyle, Monday beginning at 8:30 Eastern on CN8.
Philadelphia boxing fans have witnessed the world's best at the Wachovia Spectrum. Don't miss your chance to be part of history when Veterans Day Brawl lights up the Wachovia Spectrum. This Tuesday, November 11th at 7:30 p.m., USBA Junior Welterweight Champion Mike Stewart defends his belt against Philly's Ivan Robinson. Tickets are now on sale at the Wachovia Complex box office, Ticketmaster.com, and by calling 215-336-2000. Presented by Peltz Boxing Promotion in association with CNA, TrueFit, Print Art, and Club Risque.
We're back at Lewis W. Scott Field in Media, Pennsylvania. 1st and 10 Penncrest at its own 38. Down 21-0. I'd like to see if they can get Terrence Jackson to the 1,000-yard mark on the season now. He gets the carry on 1st down and has stood up at the 41-yard line. A gain of 3 yards on the play for Jackson. Just his 5th carry of the game for 11 yards. So he is now 33 yards short of 1,000 on the season.
Now, when a guy like this, though, comes to a ball game with the 956, you know it's a talented guy, and you know he's one that can break it at any moment if you give him the opening. He has not seen an opening yet tonight.
Spar, quick hitter. It is intercepted by Connor at the 45-yard line. Dan Connor will return it inside the 30 as the All-American picks up his 3rd interception of the season.
How many times do you think he's had played in that drill? Look at the quarterback, find his eyes. You know if he's looking in that direction. As far as you at the linebacker position, there's only one thing for you to do, and that's cut down the angle. You can't drop deep and make a play. You can't get wide and make it. What you can do is cut the angle. He cut it, the ball shows up, he makes the interception.
1st and 10 at the 30. Kopic going for the kill on 1st down. Peck is open, out of his reach, though, as he was able to get behind Wagner. It's 2nd down and 10.
Dave Peck, the intended receiver.
Kopic had a chance there after the turnover to go for the big one. A little off the mark. There is Connor, again, making a big play on defense.
Yep.
And Peck is a guy who doesn't get a whole lot of credit, but the coaches at Wisconsin have found him. He'll go play for the Badgers next year. Just everywhere you look in the white uniforms tonight, there's talent and talent and more talent.
Yeah, I like the inside of the line myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Preston, Gentili have been outstanding. McGarrity's played a good ball game. Inside to Connor. Connor breaks a tackle, uses the umpire to his advantage a bit, gets down to the 21, a gain of 9. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Dan Connor, who cracked a hip in the high jump last spring, came back from that. He's talking about graduating from Strath Haven early so he can enroll at Penn State in the spring.
Wow.
And he's the #1 linebacker in the country, by the way.
Becky Hatton, Stephanie Green.
3rd down and a long yard here with 30 seconds left in the half.
Jessica Sampson.
30 seconds left in the quarter, pardon me. Kopic will keep it. We have not seen this tonight. And Kopic with a stiff arm will get the 1st down inside the 20-yard line as he was able to fend off Chris Wagner just long enough.
Is that called that I assume you'll be looking for Mr. Connor? So I'm going to take the football and get to the outside.
Or is it just let Rick Kopic do something other than hand it off to somebody?
Carrie Archer.
I wonder if that was called, or if he said, I've had enough of this. It's my turn.
Let me do something.
Quarterbacks are allowed, they're allowed to do that, you know. They better make yardage when they do.
Here is Bradley. Off the right side. Boy, Connor went right over the top of Sean Brown.
Yeah,
He could have sent him into next week.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
That'll end the 3rd quarter. In media, Strath Haven tacks on a touchdown. After 3, the Panthers 21, the Lions of Penncrest nothing. 4th quarter comes your way next.
This beautiful little girl is Vanessa. She lives with her family overseas in this horrible slum. Vanessa must walk these rocky, filthy streets barefoot because her family is so poor, they can't even afford a pair of shoes. Hello, I'm Walter Coppage for Children International. Please, call the number on your screen now.
We'll send you this information kit absolutely free, without any obligation, with the photo and family history of a special little boy or girl who needs your love.
In just a few days, your kit will arrive in the mail, and you can read all about your child, her health, her family, and living conditions. You can hold her picture in your hand and learn how you can change her life by giving her important things, like a simple pair of shoes.
Then, if you decide to become her sponsor, your monthly gift is only $18. Your $18 a month will help provide medical care, clothing, emergency food, essentials for a good education, and so much more. In return, you will receive the love of your child and the joy that comes from giving her a chance at a better life. Each year, you'll receive personal letters from your child and an updated photo. All this for just $18 a month. This affordable program is possible because we keep our costs low without sacrificing the care your child receives. If you could help change the entire course of this child's life for just $18 a month, wouldn't you? With Children International, you can.
But remember, don't send any money now. Just call the number on your screen to request your free information kit. There is absolutely no obligation. Your love and support can do so much for one special child, like Vanessa. Please, call now.
For free information on how to help a child like Vanessa, call 1-800-338-3570. Operators are standing by. Find out how you can help change one child's life. That's 1-800-338-3570. Please, call now.
Team's good. Their band is awesome as well. Strath Haven's band put on a great show here at halftime. The football team is up 21-0. Penncrest also with a great halftime performance by the band. It's been a super night here at Lewis W. Scott Field. Steve Degler along with Mike Lidner as we go to the fourth quarter. Penncrest has hung tough, but unable to stop this Strath Haven team on the ground in key situations, and the Panthers are up 21-0 and looking for some more with a second down coming up at the Penncrest 14-yard line.
And you know, this drive, maybe the first time all night, you've seen a little crack in the enthusiasm of Penncrest. By that I mean they're not getting the surge that they had early. They're almost sitting there, and that's disaster against any team, but a good team is just going to move you right out of the way if you sit there.
Second down and 7, and it's Connor again. This guy, Mike, is just simply a workhorse. If you need him to carry the ball 8 times for a win, he'll do it. If you need him to carry it 35 times for a win and play outstanding inside linebacker, he'll do that as well.
Yeah, what a family, huh? Third of outstanding players to come along. Older brother at Boston College, younger brother now at Lehigh. So important over the last 7-8 years to this program.
Jim Jr. went to BC. Mike was an all-state quarterback in 2001, went from Delaware to Lehigh as a transfer. And they go right back to Connor on a 3rd and short. Looks like he will be shy of the first down. It's another 4th down situation for the Panthers.
And there's another Connor important to this program too, huh? On the far sideline.
Dad Jim is an assistant coach for Kevin Clancy.
Defensive coordinator.
Looks like they'll go for it on 4th down and 1.
Surprise you?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. They're already 3 for 3.
4th and 1, and again, Strath Haven looks to be
Conventional
going
thinking
for it.
here is Connor to the right. We'll see. Kopic again tries to draw him off. Not this time. It's going to be Bradley off to the right.
Yes.
And Jared Bradley will score easily. His second touchdown of the night, this one from 8 yards out. That's why you don't always go with conventional thinking. Everybody gravitates toward Connor. Bradley waltzes home.
What a thrill. The youngest guy out there, the sophomore, coming up with another score.
Donnelly for the extra point.
Taylor trying to go 4 for 4 in the point after department. And with the good hold by Kopic, the kick is good. Steve Taylor makes it 28-0 Strath Haven with 10:37 to play in the fourth quarter. Let's go back to the touchdown. 4 for 4 now in 4th down conversion.
I wonder if it'll be Gentili out front, number 70. Yep, Bradley says, you are my guy. I'm taking you to dinner tomorrow. Carmen Gentili, senior, 6 foot 250, and a plow in front of the intelligent running of Jared Bradley.
Relatively quick scoring drive of just 7 plays in 3 minutes. Bradley with his second score of the game, and the sophomore now with 8 touchdowns on the season. That offensive line, and we talk about Connor and all he has done, and deservedly so, but Gentili and Cresta, boy, they've been awesome up front as well. Davis, the center, McGarity and Hall on the other side, and Bradley has reaped the benefits of that fine blocking up front with his 2 scoring runs. And on the game, the sophomore now with 96 yards on 19 carries.
You put him in the future books, don't you? You know he's already in the books of a lot of scouts. He just has to keep it together and grow as a player, grow as far as utilization of his talent.
By the way, Connor's carried it 30 times tonight, Mike,
wow,
for 128 yards and 2 scores. Spar will get the toss for Wagner. Now lateral the other way to Jackson. Could it be the Music City Miracle in Media? Not quite. They'll get to the 40-yard line. Well done.
Yeah, may have taken a little bit too long to open up. And of course, they did have coverage out here on the wide side. The outside men did not converge to the middle, as if they were ready for it.
While it is a team sport, you still hope to see Jackson get a couple cracks here at the 1,000-yard mark in this ball game. He is in the backfield behind Spar with 10:25 to play. Spar fakes to Jackson and meets head on with number 21, Don Dixon, another sophomore, with a big hit across the 40. Gain of a yard on the play.
And when you prepare for the game during the week and you see these sophomores and you say they've got to be special, and when you get a corner safety like Dixon, it can put the hit to you like that. You understand why he's playing in this senior-laden team. Same as we've seen from Bradley offensively, we're seeing it from Dixon defensively.
You're right. When you see a sophomore starting for a team like Strathaven,
2nd and 9.
You know it's not by accident.
That's correct.
2nd down and 9. Jackson will get 4 out to the 45. It'll be 2nd down and 5 with 9:35 to play.
Yeah, for him to get that 1,000, he's going to have a long one, isn't he? Just not going to happen 2-3 yards at a clip. Not the way that Strathaven controls it. The clock, that is, when they get the football back here. There could be little, if any, time left.
The good news is it doesn't have to be a big one for him to get to 1,000 on the season. Came in with 956 on the year. He'll get it again on 3rd down and 5. Jackson with 2nd effort, 3rd effort, gets 10 right here to the 45-yard line into Strathaven territory. 1st down for Penncrest.
Now, we heard about him. We've been waiting for him to explode, and shows us the talent there. I'll tell you what, he's played so well on defense and been out there so long on defense. You wonder how he has the power left at this point in the ball game to continue to drive through the initial hit and pick up 3, 4, 5 extra yards.
That is the initial 1st down of the game for Penncrest. It took 39 minutes for them to move the chains. 1st and 10 at the Strathaven 45-yard line. Spar with good protection. Steps up, fires downfield, and Dixon had a hand on it, but it's taken away by Wagner at the 22-yard line. Nearly intercepted. It turns into Chris Wagner's 13th catch of the year.
Yeah, how long did it take for the first down? It takes but one play for the second one. Spar, all kinds of time, hangs in there like all good quarterbacks must, then delivers it. And look at this effort, taking it away from 2 defenders, coming down with a 1st down.
23 yards on the play, and that's about right for Wagner, who averages 23.7 a catch on the season. 1st and 10 at the 22. Here is Jackson trying to sidestep his way past a tackler. He's inside the 20 to about the 18 where Dixon makes the stop. Jackson, if he doesn't get it tonight, has a chance next week against Academy Park to get to the 1,000-yard mark, but you want to wrap it up tonight if you can.
Yeah, he wants to get behind the guard here, who does make the block. The initial hit by Sean Brown, 54, but then closing quickly was that young guy on Jackson.
16 to go for Jackson.
We wouldn't be adverse to seeing him get it either, would we?
Absolutely not. That's a great accomplishment. Junior trying to reach that milestone. Has a chance here. Might get it and score inside the 10 where he's wrapped up by Donnelly and Dixon. It'll be first and goal for the Lions with 7.5 minutes to play.
And what did he get on that one?
Dixon, among others,
Watching. You think he might know, huh? I mean, it's the first time he's really had an opportunity where there's been a seam at the point of attack all night long.
Our stat man extraordinaire, Jeff Zimmerman, says he got 10. 6 to go for Jackson.
Yeah, if he takes it into the end zone here.
First and goal at the 8. Nicholas in motion. Spar will keep it. Won't get too far. Looked like Cresta got a hand on him.
You know, the fans on this Penncrest side have come alive here also. They're down 28-0, but they've seen the running happening here of Jackson. They may be keeping a little count also, huh?
Second and goal at the 7. Penncrest knocking on the door for the first time tonight. There is Jackson trying to get to 1,000. Up. Spar dropping back and not anything going on there. Gentili closing that hole in a hurry. Third and goal for the Lions.
Well, you know, you can talk about screen or draw on third down, but that's against the teams that don't play the way they're trained. All defensive linemen and linebackers are trained in third and what amounts to 7-8 yards here. Look for a draw first, look for a screen pass second, and then go to the ball. Well, you know, they're going to look for it.
No gain, third and goal from the 7. Nicholas in motion. Spar with time, not anymore. Goes down back at the 10-yard line. Hit by Brian Hanser and Rich Hall. It'll be fourth and goal at the 10.
No, just nobody getting open here at all for Spar. He's got actually plenty of time from down in here, but nobody's open, so he said, oh, maybe I'll just try and run it. But Hanser will have none of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't
Takes
know
him
what
down.
she's endorsing, but Emily Shue has a can. You should give her money.
5.5 minutes to play. Strathaven on defense will take a timeout at the 5:27 mark with the Panthers leading it 28-0. We'll take a break, come back with a finish from Lewis W. Scott Field right after this.
Hi, I'm Rob Graham, the president of Vital Basics, and I want to give you a bottle of Focus Factor, one of our best-selling supplements, absolutely free. Why would we give away a free bottle of Focus Factor? Because we know that if you try it, you'll buy it. Focus Factor contains nutrients that work with your natural brain chemistry to support focus, concentration, and memory. With satisfied customers in all 50 states, now is your chance to try Focus Factor absolutely free. Simply call the number on the bottom of your screen and we'll send you a full-size bottle of Focus Factor, a $75 value, absolutely free. You simply provide $4.95 to help cover the cost of shipping.
They let you try it free? It must be good.
You know, I've been taking Focus Factor since we introduced it over 2.5 years ago, and I wouldn't work a day without it.
To get your free Focus Factor, call 1-800-223-9747. 1-800-223-9747.
Every day, a new journey begins.
What are you going to show us today?
A new adventure in living well and feeling great.
We've got some interesting thoughts to share with you.
This Sunday, Suzanne learns how to entertain like a pro, brush up on your table setting skills, and take a whirl at icing the perfect cake. Congratulations to Suzanne Roberts on winning her second consecutive Emmy Award as Outstanding Host.
Penncrest trying to get on the board. 4th and goal at the 10 for the host Lions. Strathaven taking the timeout on defense. The Panthers trying to post their 4th shutout of the season. Season low in points for Penncrest, 7 last week and a tough loss to Upper Darby. And they won't get it here. Gentili with the sack on Spar, and the defense holds for the Panthers.
What a ball game that young man has played. Carmen Gentili.
Gentili on the stop.
He just defeats his man. Watch number 70 come through, split the 2 men, the center and the guard, handle that with no problem, gets a read, and in a hurry, gets to the quarterback and takes him down. And what I love is the way he wraps him around the arm so he can't lift it up and throw the football.
That's 6'1", 262. He got there in a hurry. Here is Bradley, the sophomore. He is trying for a 100-yard game. Takes it across the 15 to the 16. Gain of about 3 with just over 5 minutes to play. Jared Bradley has had an excellent game tonight. Significant minutes as a sophomore now. We talked earlier, Phil Atkinson not in the lineup, a guy who could break a game open with his speed. Bradley gives them a bit of that dimension right now. But it is still Dan Connor's team, make no mistake about that. Thorne Fitzgerald out close to the 20-yard line. It'll be 3rd down for the Panthers, who just want to keep the chains moving and the clock running.
Third and 2 for the Panthers.
There is Thorne Fitzgerald, another unsung guy, the 6-foot senior. A guy who has his hands on the football as much tonight as he has had the whole season.
And has done well with it, hasn't he?
3rd and 2, Thorne Fitzgerald in motion. They go back to Bradley. Bradley fighting for the extra yard. Terrence Jackson makes the stop. He'll be shy. It'll be 4th and a yard for Strathaven.
Yeah, they get a little punt practice here.
They don't do it much.
Yep, but they'll get a chance here.
Steve Taylor will punt for just the 20th time this year. Bradley reaches the 100-yard mark on his 21st carry of the night. The sophomore 2 weeks ago on a hard-fought win over Upper Darby, a 16-10 contest, had what proved to be the game-winning touchdown. He'll stay on in special teams now as Spar and Wagner back deep for Penncrest. And Strathaven will take a timeout with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. For the punt, the Panthers called time, leading it 28-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we'd like to give big thanks to the Dean of Penncrest Athletics, Mr. Bill Paulson.
Well, the Penncrest frustration in the Media Bowl will continue. This is when they keep looking to get the victory. Defeat Strathaven. Been how long? Be 17 years after tonight, right?
We talked about the Connor family and what it has meant to Strathaven football. Dan, the youngest of the 3 Connor boys. The other 2 have played Division I or 1AA football. Dan will go to Penn State next year. There is Dad, Jim Bubba Connor, an All-American tackle at Widener in his day, on Kevin Clancy's coaching staff.
Also coached at Widener and at Penn.
And what he said is, and not to take anything away from Jim Jr. or from Mike, but each son has been better than the previous one. And Dan capping a fantastic high school career for Strathaven. Oh, Taylor gets drilled as he kicks it. This will come back. Spar's return will go into Strathaven territory at the 47-yard line, but Taylor run over. A couple of Penncrest players were there, and whatever the call, whether it's running into or roughing, it's going to be a 1st down for Strathaven.
Yeah, there's no question about it. You got to get a piece of the ball.
This is a 15-yarder, personal foul, roughing the kicker, called by referee Ron Reidinger.
Yep, and a little off center with the snap, gives him time. Look, no block at all made until the last instant. And, you know, you could have argued if you wanted at this point of the ball game. Maybe Connor blocks him into it. Of course, it would have been a hand block. Wouldn't have been much of a block, would it?
15-yard
correct call.
Takes it to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Strath Haven. 3:14 to play.
There's some calls you just absolutely have to make, and one is the protection of that kicker. It doesn't matter what the situation or what time, and referee absolutely right makes the correct call.
Strath Haven will keep it.
1st and 10 for Haven.
Dixon will get a carry. Don Dixon, a speedster, into the secondary, has yardage close to another first down across the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they can do it defensively. We know that. Now we're getting an opportunity to see him with the speed on offense. Dixon, he'll get to the corner in a hurry. You can just sense that if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to show the quickness to turn upfield, and just a good play by Spar, who's been playing probably his best game on defense tonight, stops him.
Jenkins and Dixon in the backfield now. It'll be Dixon again trying the right side. Dixon again, close to 10 yards on the carry. This one into Penncrest territory inside the 45-yard line with 2:35 to play.
Man, he read Andrew Jenkins' block perfectly. Then number 33 here gives him the pat on the head, and Jenkins came out, had the outside pressure, and boom, banged him to the outside, and that's the key right there for Dixon to read, to turn back upfield, and he did it absolutely the way you want him to do it.
2nd down and 1 as we approach the 2-minute mark. Jenkins, after throwing the block, will get the carry, and he is into the secondary for big yardage. Another first down for Strath Haven inside the 35 to the 33, a gain of 12 yards on the play for Andrew Jenkins.
What goes on the top?
Well, how many teams would this guy be starting for? You see him with the good size, you see him with the power right here, and you just know he had good speed because we've seen him earlier. He's got all the ingredients. The one thing he also has, though, is number 40 playing in front of him. Makes it difficult, huh?
1st and 10 at the 32. Thorne Fitzgerald gets the carry. He simply wants to hang on to the football, picks up 2 to the 30, 2nd and 8 with 1:40 left. Strath Haven will win its 18th in 20 tries against Penncrest. As Mike mentioned, last win for Penncrest, 1987. This will be number 73 in a row in the regular season for the Panthers, extending their state record. Broken in week 7 this year against Marple Newtown. Smethport in McKean County had won 69 in a row from 88 through 96.
And you know, as we watch this play, the week after that streak was broken is when Strath Haven began this streak.
That's the amazing thing about it. In October of 96, Smethport lost. Strath Haven on October 18th of 96 beat Ridley and has not lost in the regular season since. Dan Connor and Jared Bradley very happy tonight that number 73 is in the books. Connor, yeoman work again tonight. 30 carries, 128 yards, a couple of touchdowns. With those 128 yards, he is over 1,250 on the season, 19 scores, and oh, by the way, he had an interception as well.
Classy act there.
40 seconds to play. The next wave of women's tennis superstars are on CNA this weekend, competing in the Advanta Tennis Championships. Today, it's the doubles finals at 2:30. Then at 7 p.m., it's the singles finals. It's a great weekend of tennis on CNA coming up starting at 2:30 this afternoon.
Classy act here. Let's not go for that extra score. Let the clock run down. These two teams, all the guys on both courts know each other so well. And they performed well tonight.
Penncrest fighting hard tonight, could not get things going offensively. And it's 28-0. Strath Haven, the final. The Panthers 10-0 overall, 9-0 in winning the Central League. Penncrest at 7-3 overall, 6-3 in league play. We'll have our post-game show coming up next. We'll talk with Kevin Clancy and Dan Connor right after this. The Panthers win at 28-0. Please stay tuned.
Technogenesis, television that takes you on a fascinating journey
into the future of science and technology.
A world of difference in 30 minutes. Technogenesis, Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern on CN8 Smart TV.
Hi, I'm John Shearer, CEO and founder of Video Professor. You know, after teaching people how to operate their computers for over 15 years now, I'm amazed that there are still people that don't have computer skills, like Windows, word processing, the internet, and email. If you're looking for that new job, or maybe it's just balancing your budget, or even helping your kids with homework, these aren't handy skills to have, these are essential. If you're having trouble learning the computer, I'm going to help you out with a free learning lesson of your choice from Video Professor. Let me show you how simple this is. You put the CD in your CD drive. The lesson plays just like a video on your computer screen. The best part about this offer, this is free. You just pay a small shipping and processing charge, and I'll even refund that if you're not satisfied with my product. It's free, the risk is free, so what do you got to lose? Try my product.
To get your free computer learning CD, you must call now. Call 1-800-525-5994.
Missed your favorite show from CN8? Then get local with Comcast. Now available on demand from Comcast Digital Cable. Now, if you can't catch it live, you can still watch your favorite primetime shows. CN8 News. Money Matters Today. One-on-one. It's your call with Lynn Doyle and Lou Tilley Sports Connection. Get local with Comcast. Now available on Comcast Video On Demand Service. Brought to you by CN8 Smart TV.
Whether it's hot, spicy, cold, or sweet, CN8's Paul Dillon has a dish for all tastes, easy recipes, and healthy ideas. Let's cook with Paul Dillon. Weeknights, 6 p.m. Eastern, only on CN8 Smart TV.
Back at Lewis W. Scott Field in Media, where Strath wins it 28-0. 73rd straight regular season win for the Panthers. Right now standing by with victorious coach Kevin Clancy is Mike Ludner. Mike?
Thanks, Steve. Coach, when you go 73 straight, you can talk about an awful lot of players that have done a great job, but focusing on a few tonight. Jared Bradley, sophomore running back, 21 carries, coming up with 100 yards. I'm not sure how many times he's done that, but that young guy has a bright future.
He really does. That's the most carries that he's had all year. I didn't realize he had 21 carries for 100 yards, and they were tough yards. Penncrest defense was real stout, and Jared's hitting up in there and getting the tough yards for us. He's been getting better all year, and we think there's still some good things to come for him.
And I'll tell you what, I think perhaps he was a smart guy, too, because he says, I'm going to run behind number 70, Carmen Gentili. Here's a guy that not only made blocks 20, 30 times tonight, it seemed, for both the big ball carriers, but also played a great game on defense. This is a real football player also.
Yeah, he's one of the real unsung heroes on our team, so it's good that you pointed him out. He's 3-year starter at the defensive end and offensive guard, tough, hard-nosed blocker, and kind of represents a whole senior line that really work well together. So he did have a great game tonight, Carmen.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be right. We come to a Strath-Haven game if we didn't talk about Dan Connor, the third of the Connor guys that come through the program. Another big night tonight. We talked to you before the game about what it's meant to the program, but the whole family, huh?
Yeah, it really is. First off, his dad did a great job putting a defensive game plan together. Dan played outstanding linebacker tonight. That interception was a real big-time play, but he was sideline to sideline. Offensively, he's our go-to guy. It gives the whole team confidence to know that you have him, carrying the ball. When you know you have that guy behind you, then everybody can play with a lot of confidence.
Congratulations on tonight's win. We'll be watching you the rest of the way and expecting big things from you.
Thanks for coming tonight. Thank you.
All right, now we'll go to Steve Diggler with our star of the game. Steve?
All right, Mike, thank you very much. And no surprise, guys starring on both sides of the football. Dan Connor carries it 30 times for 128 yards tonight and a couple of touchdowns. He is over 1,200 yards on the season, and he is our star of the game for what he did offensively and defensively. Dan, congratulations. 73 in a row, and this was a tough one, though. Penncrest really played you guys very hard tonight.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're a real tough team, and they came out, playing low, and we had to give them, tough yards. Offensive line really came through for us.
Defensively, what were you guys able to do right from the get-go after your long scoring drive to shut them down?
we were really prepared. You know, I think we were working hard all week, and our coaches really got us prepared for this game, and we knew we had to, tighten up the chin strap and really bring it to them. And I think we did an unbelievable job to shut that offense out here. I mean, I'm so proud of the guys.
When you get to the state championship game, for you 3 times in a row, 4 times for the program, you win 73 in a row during the regular season. How much, if any, pressure do you guys carry on your shoulders from week to week trying to extend that streak?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really think about the streak, and we try to stay away from pressure of, stuff like that. We kind of take it game by game. Coach Clancy keeps us real level-headed and just calm about everything. And, just like every other year, our team just makes its own identity and plays every game like, we're the first team Strath Haven's ever had.
Mike and Coach Clancy talked about your family, your dad involved with the program, your 2 brothers. What has it meant for you to carry on that tradition at Strath Haven?
Oh, it's great for me. I love it, have my brothers. When I came in here, my name was already known from my 2 older brothers, and my dad coaches, everywhere in Delaware County. So, it's a tough thing to hold on because, it's a pretty big name. And but I mean, I'm having a great time, trying to bring it on,
Well, you've accomplished so much. You're going to play in the U.S. Army All-American Bowl in San Antonio in January. You've been to the state titles. Would not winning in Hershey this year end your career in disappointment, though?
Yeah, I mean, these guys, a lot of guys, the offensive line, these guys have been with me playing since, sophomore year, since we were sophomores up in the state game, taking on lumps there. But, these guys want to get back there. And some of them, it's their last year of football, and I want to work so hard for those guys, because they're the ones working real hard in the weight room in the off season. And I want to get to the state championship game. I'm just gonna say.
We've got 2 more things for you. One, everybody thinks Strath Haven, Dan Connor. You guys showed tonight. Even though you had a great game, it's more than just you.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of guys stepped up. Teams are going to play us tough like that. And when Jared Bradley had an unbelievable game, the offensive line stepped up. We have weapons, and they're coming through late in the season just when we need it. At playoff time, and it's just a great thing.
You're going to go to Penn State next year, as in January. You're going to graduate early and head to state college early.
Yeah, so we were talking over with my dad and decided it would be a pretty good idea to get a jump start. I think they might need some help there early, so I'd like to go out there, give it a shot.
Dan, great job tonight. Best of luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Dan Connor is our player of the game. We'll take a look at the stats from tonight's 28-0 win for Strath Haven. And as we talked about, dominating offensively, almost 300 yards rushing, 22 first downs to 3. Just a tremendous all-around performance against a hard-hitting opponent here tonight.
And over twice the time they held the ball, 33 minutes plus to 15 minutes plus, and 328 yards to 72 total offense. But I think you pointed out exactly right. This is a club that went up against a Penncrest team that, in losing 28-0, we become impressed with them. This is a club that we heard about them, we saw their record. But you say they're going against Strath Haven, but I like the fact that they have 2 drives of 22 and 18 that speaks to their defense. I think they've got an awful lot to be proud of. Of course, from Strath Haven side, wow.
Certainly can't punch their ticket to Hershey in December yet, but this is going to be a tough team for anybody in District 1 and in Eastern Pennsylvania to keep out of the state championship game again.
Well, what you like about it is the fact that they have that big line up front. They may not get all the press because of all the people that have heard about Connor, and everybody writes about him. We wind up talking about him, but when you get a chance to watch him here, as we did tonight, you see the big guards and the big tackles in the center doing a super job. And without those 5 guys on the interior, you're just not going to have the yardage that they've been gaining.
The number 1 team in AAA in Pennsylvania rolls on. Strath Haven now 10-0 on the season, 73 straight wins during the regular season. Penncrest is now 6-3. Big night for Dan Connor, the 2 touchdowns on defense with the interception here thwarting a drive by Penncrest. Jared Bradley, the sophomore, 100 yards rushing. He scores twice, and the Media Bowl trophy once again goes to the Strath Haven Panthers. They win it 28-0 for our stat man, Jeff Zimmerman, my partner, Mike Lindner, and our entire crew. This is Steve Dagler saying so long from media, where the Panthers stay unbeaten.
Hi, I'm John Shearer, CEO and founder of Video Professor. After teaching people how to operate their computers for over 15 years now, I'm amazed that there are still people that don't have computer skills, like Windows, word processing, the internet, and email. If you're looking for that new job, or maybe it's just balancing your budget, or even helping your kids with homework, these aren't handy skills to have, these are essential. If you're having trouble learning the computer, I'm going to help you out with a free learning lesson of your choice from Video Professor. Let me show you how simple this is. You put the CD in your CD drive. The lesson plays right on your computer screen. Just follow the step-by-step instructions that guide you through learning the software. The lesson always stays on top of the program you're learning. You see what to do, then just do it yourself. You can't make a mistake because you see the results right in front of you. You can pause or rewind the lesson to move at your own pace. The CD is like having your own personal tutor. It's always there for you to learn or review whenever and